Okay, so meanwhile, Daedalus, having hated the long exile on Crete. Okay, and this, you can just kind of ignore the quay here, because literally it starts with and, because you have to remember that this is like a part of a larger story. Okay, and having been touched by love of his birthplace, had been blocked by the sea. He said, although he obstructs the lands and the waves, and certainly the sky lies open, we will go by that route. Minos is our subject, so Minos might possess everything, but he does not possess the air. Okay, so keeping in mind that this is a part of a larger work, we're kind of dropping in the middle of things with our story for Daedalus and Icarus. It's a part of the larger work of the Metamorphoses. Okay, moving on to slide 2. Okay. Looking at my notes too. He said, and he lowers, or literally like immerses his mind into unknown arts. He doesn't know how to make wings, so he's trying something new. And okay. He changed nature. For he put, remember, Daedalus is your subject here. That's why you don't have anything else that's red. He put the feathers in order so that you, meaning someone looking at it, might believe them to have grown in a curve. Thus, or in this way, okay, sometimes the rustic pipe rises little by little, okay, with reeds of different lengths. Okay, so let me draw for you a rustic pipe. Remember, long reed, shorter reed, shorter reed, shorter reed, shorter reed. Just like a bird's wing is not straight across, but goes in a curve. Try not to be super jealous of my awesome drawing skills right now. Okay, that is part 1. Okay, part 2, constructing the wings. Then, ew, I don't like that color. Let's go back to peach. It's a weird color, but I like it. Then, he binds the middle with string, and like the top part with wax. Remember, as he's putting things together, like he's got his wax, and then he sticks the feathers into it so that they stick. Oh, this is so beautiful. Those are feathers, not knives or whatever else you might think they are. Okay, but the wax is on the top or in the middle, and then he kind of binds in the feathers as they go down. And in this way, okay, he turns the placed things, meaning wax and feathers, in a small curve. Okay, so that they imitate true birds. The boy Icarus was standing together, and, ignorant or unknowing, he touches himself his own danger. Think to yourself for a moment. What is going to be the thing that brings down Icarus? It's going to be the wings. So he's touching and he's playing with the wings, not knowing that they're going to be the instrument of his death pretty soon. And of course, he is doing it with a smiling mouth. Okay. Now he grabs, or he was capturing, the plumes, which had moved in the wandering air, right? You have to imagine there's like a breeze going through the air. And as the breeze goes through the air, the feathers are ruffled a little bit. And so he's like touching them and playing with them. Okay. Now understood he was capturing, or he was touching, the yellow wax with his thumb. Okay. All right. He was softening, and with his own play, or with his own like joking around, he was hindering or impeding the miraculous work of his father. So he's the one that's totally like bringing his own downfall here. This is all foreshadowing of like what's about to come, as if you didn't know already. Afterwards, the hand was placed on the final touches was placed, afterwards, the hand had placed the final touches having been begun. Okay, the artisan balanced on twin wings. Right, who's the artisan here? Okay, that is talking about Daedalus. He is the one that created this. Okay, he himself he himself hung his own body in the moved air. You have to imagine like when he gets up on the wings, it like lifts him up. Like these are like big giant wings. It's not just like a little baby wing. It has to be enough to like hold a grown man. Okay, there are your notes for part 2. All right, part 3. Ugh, things are starting to get real here, people. Okay. He instructs, and he says to his son that you should run the middle course, Icarus. I warn you that if you will go too low, the waves will weigh down your wings. If understood, you will go too high. The fires will burn them. Fly between both. If only he could listen. Do not, I order you, do not. Literally it says, I order that you not look at Boots, which is a constellation, or Helicon, which is another constellation, and the drawn sword of Orion. Okay, so don't look up at the stars. Look where you're supposed to freaking go. It's like when your parents tell you, don't look down when you're driving. Don't look off to the side. Look straight at the road. Look, there's Orion. Okay, this is the Ursa Major. All right. Seize the way with me as a leader. Okay. Equally, he handed over the instructions of flying, or for flying. And, the bell is ringing, you're coming, hold on. And he fits the unknown wings to the shoulders.